So let us go into the Orkey's Hollow. Check around. Burn crates. I like that even though this is an MMO, you can still just randomly loot stuff. Like in normal games. It seems to be quite well made. There is a polar bear here. Hi. Can I get ya? Done. Sip of health. That is a minor health potion. So those do drop from enemies. Good to know. Okay, this place is huge. I can go around here, I can go here, I can go here. Let's go around here first. Actually, it seems like there is an end. Around here. And it is a shared zone. Honey. Oh. Wait, what? Why did I go that way? Can't go that way. Interesting. So let's go back and let's go around. But first let's battle this bear. Block that one. Ouch. Did not block that. Hi bear. Done. No loading available, unfortunately. Let's see. Another bear. Nice. Anything up here? Seems like a jumping puzzle. Someone failed. Or not. Never mind. Ow. I took a hit. So... Find Diamond. He's there. I guess I have to go and see him. And the entire dungeon, or the entire dungeon or place is for nothing, because I have to probably do it again anyway.
This one's frozen. Is it someone you know? Guess who I am, and I might let him go.
Now we're talking. Search for clues. Talk to the frozen man. Can I talk to him? No. Now we can go and explore this cave.
Keep walking. There couldn't possibly be traps.
Well, I can see that someone failed. And
Look up, greedy squirrel. See something shiny? Don't break your neck.
so that's why it was here. Facing system. Dented helm. This helm dented beyond repair bears the sigil of the Alchemy Dominion.
Astounding. You've accomplished the impossible, leaping small rocks.
Interesting. Well, that's clue number 1. There is clue number 2, and someone failed here too.
Leave that be. That's private.
My journal. First seed. Bleakrock is as cold as they told us it would be. I can't believe people live here. I'll steal their secrets as quickly as I can. Then I'll return to the warmth of the woods. 5th first seed. We have most of the information we need. The Queen will be pleased. We'll leave tomorrow. I can't wait to thaw out my toes. Okay. I've been unconscious. How long was I out? The last thing I remember was the cave-in. Was it the pact? Did they find us? Everyone else is dead, even the Oriel. He fell in battle. I won't leave him to rot. Ever since the cave-in, magic gives me a headache. I can't dig out. There's too much rock. The only thing to eat is roots. What am I going to do? The roots are poisonous. Worse, I think they are hallucinogenic. I'm seeing my dead friends. Arave, Tarak, even Oriel. What's happened to my mind? I stay. The squirrels are the problem. They caused the cave-in. They're in league with the shiny stones. What? I'll get them. Melting day. I found Arave. A greedy squirrel had her. She turned into a candelabra. The squirrel's gone now, and she's back with me. I missed her. There's so many more to collect. Culling day. Greedy squirrels tried to take my friends. I made them into icicles. What is going on here? I haven't quite nailed the combat system just yet. Maybe let's check back for a moment. The Frozen Man spied on Bleakrock Garrison. The Frozen Man was part of the Alchemy Dominion. And let's search for clues over there too. Because I just saw him. So that's probably the end. We can go around and there, I think. Hi. Well, that didn't work.
You'll make a lovely squirrel. So inquisitive.
Abandoned campfire. This campfire has been here for a day or two. The remains in the pit are cold. Mage's Rune. This rune, now shattered and unusable, is a type used exclusively by mages. Its complexity indicates the vast amount of power it once held.
How rude! Digging through my things. What manners?
The frozen man was a mage. This bedroll is still tightly bound. Now I know everything about the frozen man, now I can talk to him. At least I know everything I need to know. That worked.
What have you found, clever squirrel? Do you have a guess?
I get a lot of stuff. Hi.
Digging away, puffy little cheeks. What have you found?
You're a spy from the Alchemy Dominion.
A spy, am I? But why? Oh my, you're a smart one. Whatever will I do with you?
I guessed who you are, let Damon go.
That's no fun. Join me inside. We'll play a game of shells. Win, and you get Iron. Lose, and you'll be my newest squirrel.
Alright, one more game. Ooh, that is bright. Frozen Man's Lair.
Here I am, or am I here? Guess wrong, and you're mine, my dear.
Find the real frozen man. Are there any clues?
No fair!
The clue was that he wasn't... The clue was that he wasn't dancing.
Don't talk to me. I'm a shrub.
Let Eamon go.
Your soul is missing. Want mine? It's black and gooey.
I won your game. Stop talking about... Stop changing the subject. Now let Eamon go.
No. We're having old friends for supper. Drink some roots. Stay with us. You'll be safe here.
Safe from what?
The stones! The shiny ones! They're pretty until you turn your back, and then... whoosh! Skulls implode, bones shatter.
You're talking about the cave, Win.
This is my safest place. My friends are here. Don't take them.
I don't want your friends, I just want Eamon.
Want. Greedy squirrels. We wanted to leave here, but then... shiny stones. I ate them after. They were cold. They hurt my teeth.
Of course, they were stone. But what about this rune? Don't you want it back?
It gives me headaches, and it tastes like sawdust. Go on, you eat it.
Ah. Eamon will die if I don't release him.
People don't die. They change shape, like Arroway. She's a candlestick. She's bright as the stars. And Tarak? He's never been happier.
True, that was a clue. If you don't let him go, I'm going to have to hurt you.
The shiny stones did that. The roots, the water, Oriel's 3 toes. I tried to save him, but his head wouldn't stop leaking. Now he's a milk jug.
What? If Arrow is a candle and Oriel's a milk jug, that makes you a bear trap, doesn't it?
So?
So nobody wants to be caught in a bear trap, not even squirrels.
That's the first thing you've said that makes any sense. Fine, take Aemon. Just leave my friends alone, and don't blame me if the shiny stones get you.
Goodbye, you crazy person. I hope you will be fine. Hi, Aemon.
What happened? Did you see those Covenant soldiers?
Covenant soldiers?
I saw a group of them exploring the cave. They laughed at me, hanging in the ice. Then, the frozen man got them.
Oh, those were the bones, I think. That we found all over the place. Maybe. Let's get out of here, Aemon.
You don't have to tell me twice.
I'm stuck. Everything is empty now, because I went through here.
You're lucky I came at all. Where did you find him?
The frozen man had him. He's alright now.
Kind's gift. We'll head back to the village right now. Rana's going to flay his full hide. I can't properly repay you, but please, take this. It was our mother's. I can't thank you enough for finding my brother.
There were soldiers in the frozen man's cave. They were from the Daggerfall Covenant.
Soldiers? Here? That's ill news. I'll get my brother back to the village. In the meantime, you need to find missing people. There are a lot of us scattered across the wilds. Find as many as you can.
I'll find as many as I can. That is a promise.
We're going. Dumb ox.
You should have seen it, Raleigh. That cave is incredible.
Don't call me Raleigh.
He had treasures. He was child-sized, like an evil baby man.
Go in there again, and I'll leave you to rot.
That was nice. Okay, so I got the bone splinter, which is a better mace than my iron mace. However, it has durability, which my iron mace does not. So I will have to keep that one for now. Well, I will use this though. It has hardening enchantment, grants a 2641 point damage shield for 5 seconds. Decisive, when you gain ultimate, you have an 11% chance to gain 1 additional ultimate. Guess we will find out later what ultimate means. This hammer was frost forged for extra strength. I don't have a waist for now, and I don't have proper pants. These are just... Let's equip it. What does it look like? Whoa. It looks like it's enchanted, which it is. Find missing villagers, optional steps. Tell Captain Rana to evacuate early. so I can tell the evacuate already now, without finding those missing. I won't do that. I will definitely find them. But which way? That is the missing one, right? Investigate Skyshroud Barrow. Yeah, this way to look for them now. But maybe let's go back to the village for a moment. Talk to Molla and also talk to the man we saved last time. And this time, don't worry, there won't be, hopefully, 50 minutes of book reading. So you will get some action too. Is there a sheath pattern? Yup. Good. Where are you? Behind here? Hi.
Oh, they're alive! And they're not furry anymore!
I'm just glad I could help.
I don't know what we'd have done, living out the rest of our lives as cheese-eating rodents. If I ever find that mage, I'm going to show him what it means to be vermin.
I hope you find him. In that case.
Thank you for coming along when you...
What?
Thank you for coming along when you did. Ugh, excuse me.
Still used to it.
The mad god Sheogorath can't resist meddling with mortals, eh? His disciples all belong in a cell.
Indeed.
Thanks for your aid. That was like being touched by Sheogorath.
Good, you're all okay. What even is...
Is there no hope?
What even is this place? Last rest. I can't go there yet. Maybe that's a quest place. Last rest. This is a cemetery, isn't it? Or a tomb. Now, the other person was supposed to be in the inn, wasn't he? That's Captain Reina's office. The inn is that building, maybe.
We must make sure everyone's accounted for.
No. Nope. This is not the inn. Where was the inn? This is too small to be the inn. This is a big house, so this has to be the inn, right? But it's the Snowborn house. Maybe it is the inn. No. I guess Captain Reina's office is the place. I wish there was an NPC finder. Yeah, this is the place. Are you here? Nope. He has to be somewhere. I can't even remember his name, actually. So that might be a problem. Actually...
Everyone stay calm. We've done all this before.
Oh, Ayman.
All this stuff that was in there. We have to go back and get some. The evil baby man must be gone now, right? Wow. Did you see that? And that other and... Oh, come on, Raleigh.
I swear, if he goes back to that cave again, I'm going to punch him in the throat.
Like that again. Oh, that's their house. Hi, Hyunda.
Well, look at this.
What? Here we go. The Ruins of Kemel Z Part 2 by Roland Nordsen. I picked up a discarded gear from the piles at my feet. It still gleamed brightly as if new made. The dwarven alloys resisting the corrosion of time. I wondered what the secrets remained hidden in the maze of chambers that lay before me, defying the efforts of looters, waiting to gleam again in the light they had not seen in long aeons. Waiting for me. It remained only to find them. With an impatient gesture to Master Arum to follow, I strode forward into the gloom. Master Arum, tenpenny, and as I spent several days exploring the ruins, while my assistants set up camp at the top of the cliff and hauled supplies and equipment from the village. I was looking for a promising area to begin excavation, a blocked passage or corridor, untouched by looters that might lead to completely untouched areas of the ruins. We found 2 such areas early on, but soon discovered that the many winding passages bypassed the blockage and gave access to the rooms behind. Nevertheless, even those outer areas, for the most part stripped clean of artifacts by generations of looters, were full of interest to the professional archaeologist. Behind a massive bronze door, burst from its hinges by some ancient turmoil of the earth, we discovered a large chamber filled with exquisite wall carvings, which impressed even the jaded tenpenny, who claimed to have explored every dwarven ruin in Morrowind. They seemed to depict an ancient ritual of some kind, with a long line of classically bearded dwarven elders processing down the side walls, all seemingly bowing to the giant form of a god carved into the front wall of the chamber, which was caught in the act of stepping forth from the crater of a mountain in a cloud of smoke or steam. According to Master Arum, there are no known depictions of dwarven religious rituals, so this was an exciting find indeed. I set a team to work prying the carved panels from the wall, but they were unable to even crack the surface. On closer examination, the chamber appeared to be faced with a metallic substance with the texture and feel of stone, impervious to any of our tools. I considered having Master Arum try his blasting magic on the walls, but decided that the risk of destroying the carvings was too great. Much as I would have preferred to bring them back to the Imperial City, I had to settle for taking rubbings of the carvings. If my colleagues in the society showed enough interest, I was sure a specialist could be found, perhaps a master alchemist, who could find a way to safely remove the panels. I found another curious room at the top of a long winding stair, barely passable due to the fall of rubble from the roof. At the top of the stair was a domed chamber with a large ruined mechanism at its center. Painted constellations were still visible in some places on the surface of the dome. Master Arum and I agreed that this must have been some kind of observatory, and the mechanism was therefore the remains of a dwarven telescope. To remove it from ruins down the narrow stairway would require its complete disassembly, which fact no doubt had preserved it from the attention of looters. So I decided to leave it in place for the time being. The existence of this observatory suggested, however, that this room had once been above the surface. Closer examination of the structure revealed that this was indeed a building, not an excavation chamber. The only other doorways from the room were completely blocked, and careful measurements from the top of the cliff to the entry room then to the observatory revealed that we were still more than 250 feet below the present ground level. A sobering reminder of the forgotten fury of Red Mountain. Oh, I remember that. I actually remember that one. This discovery led us to focus our attention downwards. Since we now knew approximately where the ancient surface lay, we could rule out many of the higher blocked passages. One wide passage, impressively flanked with carven pillars, particularly drew my interest. It ended in a massive rockfall, but we could see where looters had begun and then abandoned the tunnel through this debris. With my team of diggers and Master Arum's majory to assist, I believed we could succeed where our predecessors had failed. I therefore set my team of Dark Elves to work on clearing the passage, relieved finally to be beginning the real exploration of Darzee. Soon I hoped my boots would be stirring up dust that had lain undisturbed since the dawn of time. With this exciting prospect before me, I may have driven my diggers a bit too hard. Tenpenny reported that they were beginning to grumble about the long days, and that some were talking of quitting, knowing from experience that nothing puts heart back into these Dark Elves like a taste of the lash. I had the ringleaders whipped, and the rest confined to the ruins, until they had finished clearing the passageway. Thanks Tendar for my foresight in requisitioning a few legionnaires from Seida Nain. They were sullen at first, but with the promise of an extra day's wages when they brought through, they soon set to work with a will. While these measures may sound harsh to my readers back in the comforts of civilization, let me assure you that there is no other way to get these people to stick to a task. Interesting. So I can go through these. Oh gods. There will be a lot of reading, so brace yourself. Eamon's fishy secrets. Smoked longfin. At least 3 longfin chopped up with pin bones removed. Pot, smoker, rock. Put the salt water in the pot, then drop in the longfin chunks. Rope the pot closed. Weight the pot with the rock and drop it in a lake overnight. Pull up the chunks and set them in your smoker. Use hardwood, smoke until dark. A slaughterfish, splayed. 1 slaughterfish, gutted and scaled. 3 spoons oil. 1 bunch greens, chopped. 1 bunch garlic, smashed. 1 large bunch snowberries. 1 large onion, chopped. 4 spoons salt. Rock. Clean a nice wide rock. Rub oil on the rock and inside the outside of fish. Salt the inside and outside of the fish. Stuff the fish with the rest of the ingredients. Put the fish on the rock. Keep the rock near the fire until done. Interesting. Clothier Light Armor Basics by Lady Eloise, 5th Countess Manteau. Here in the Windkeep we are renowned for producing High Rock's finest light armor. So elegant, so tasteful, and yet so sturdy and staunch. Let me tell you that just a little bit about how we do it. By we, of course, I mean the town's families of clothiers, their raiments, their garments, and their habiliments. They do all the actual manual work, though under my noble and capable oversight naturally. Light armor is made entirely of cloth, except for certain structural reinforcements crafted from bone, horn, or cartilage. Though the outer layer of a jerkin or breeches may be of ornamental silk or damask, be aware that underneath is a layer of layers of tough and durable fabric such as cambric or burlap. These layers are often quilted or padded in order to aid in absorbing the force of a blow. Good to know. The coiled path. Ghost snake blesses the worthy. Ghost snake devours the unworthy. Ghost snake lives upon the coiled path. Once the river that ran beside the coiled path was straight and long, but Ghost snake did not like that. He commanded the beasts to dig. He commanded the people to carve the ground. He commanded the rocks and water to move. Now path and river together coil like a waiting snake. The coiled path is not an easy path to walk, for Ghost Snake does not wish it to be. Ghost Snake hunts the path for prey, and his victims rise as spirits. These spirits forever walk the path's twists and turns, never to escape, until Ghost Snake devours their essence as he consumes their weak flesh. The coiled path is more than a road or a river. It is a path to wisdom, to cunning, to insight. Ghost Snake's servants do not see the straight and narrow path. Instead, Ghost Snake grants his blessing, so his servants may overcome treachery and hardship. Ghost Snake hisses his wisdom, so that his servants may navigate the perils of life. The coiled path is not for the weak. Ghost Snake must feed, and if his servants cannot secure prey, Ghost Snake will rightfully devour those who serve them. Ghost Snake is the father of 1,000 serpents. Wherever the spirits of Ghost Snake's victims gather, his serpentine children thrive. We who serve Ghost Snake have learned our lessons well. Do not take the easy path. Do not forget what lies underfoot, waiting to betray you. Do not forget that unseen forces watch and wait for you. Do not forget the hidden daggers of your foes, and always listen for stuttering whispers on the wind. I write these words to receive Ghost Snake's righteous blessing. Life contains no justice. Life offers no mercy. Life is not easy. The only truth lies along the deceptive shores of the coiled path, and it is whispered by Ghost Snake. Know this or flee. Flee and we will find you. When Ghost Snake finds you, he will bless you, or you will die. And that teaches me not to mess with Ghost Snake. That's for sure.
We must make sure everyone's accounted for. No one gets left behind.
Yep. Now let's visit the other house. There is probably more to read over there. The Snowborn house. Yep, there is. Letter to Zane. Oh, hello. Letter to Zane. My stalwart sister, the tree find you well, I hope. I have much to tell you. We have undertaken a full-scale irrigation project on the south side of town. One of the Argonians has shown us how to improve the ditch water system in place. We miss you here, Zane. One person leaving a small town like ours leaves a big gap to fill. Zane, no, we think of you often. I'm so proud to be your brother. I know you're fighting for the safety of the pact, and that you're making Father proud at Vivek's side. Just remember you always have a home here. If the campaign ends, rest easy knowing you still have a bunk. Faithfully, Samuel. Aww. Praville Part 1, Daughter of the Niben, by Satyr Longleat. Praville is one of the most charming towns in Cyrodiil, sparkling in her simple beauty, illustrious by her past. No visit to the southern part of the Imperial Province is complete without a walk along Praville's exciting river port, a talk with her friendly native children, and, of course, in the tradition of the village, a whispered word to the famous statue of the lucky old lady. Many thousands of years before the arrival of the Admorans, the native Islate people had long lived in the vicinity of modern-day Praville. The Niben then, as now, provided food and transportation, and the village was even more populous than it is today. We are not certain what they called their region. As insular as they were, the word they used would be translated to simply mean home. These savage Islates were so firmly entrenched that the Praville region was one of the very last areas to be liberated by the Alessian army in the 2nd century of the First Era. Though little remains of that era culturally or archaeologically, Tengmara, the tales of debauchery and depravity have entered into the realm of legends. How the Islates were able to survive such a long siege is debated by scholars to this day. All, however, grant the honor of the victory to one of the Empress Alessia's oh god, I can't speak anymore. Alessia's centurions, a man called Theopravelius Tassus, the man for whom the modern word town is named. It was said he invaded the village no less than 4 times, after heavy resistance, but each time, upon the morning dawning, all his soldiery within would be dead, murdered. By the time more centuria had arrived, the fortified town was repopulated by islates. After the second successful invasion, secret underground tunnels were found and filled in, but once again, come morning, the soldiers were again dead, and the citizens had returned. After the third successful siege, legions were posted outside of the town, watching the roads and riverway for signs of attacks, but no one came. The next morning the bodies of the invading soldiers were thrown from the parapets of town's walls. Theopravelius Tassus knew that the islates must be hiding themselves somewhere in the town, waiting until nightfall and then murdering the soldiers while they slept. The question was where. After the 4th invasion, he himself led the soldiers in a thorough inspection of every corner, every shadow, just as they were ready to give up. The great centurion noticed 2 curious things. High in the sheer walls of the town, beyond anyone's ability to climb, there were indentations, narrow platforms, and by the river just inside the town, he discovered a simple footprint from someone clearly not wearing the imperial foot. The islates, it seemed, had taken 2 routes to hide themselves. Some had levitated up to the walls and hidden themselves high above, and others had slipped into the river, where they were able to breathe underwater. It was a relatively easy task once the strange elves, even stranger hiding holes had been discovered, to rout them out, and see to it that there were no more midnight assassinations of the Empress's troops. It may seem beyond belief that an entire community could be so skilled in these spells hundreds and hundreds of years before the Mages Guild was formed to teach the ways of the Magicka to the common folk. There does, however, appear to be evidence that just as the psychics on the Isle of Artium developed mysticism long before there was a name for it. The even more obscure islates of southern Cyrodiil had developed what was to be known as the School of Alteration. It is not, after all, much of a stretch when one considers that other islates at the time of Bravia's conquering, and even later, were shapeshifters. The community of Bravil could not turn into beasts and monsters, but they could alter their bodies to hide themselves away. A related and useful skill, to be sure, but not so effective to save themselves in the end. Indeed. Fundaments of Alchemy by Aliandon Mattiere. Often overlooked by aspiring mages, alchemy is a time-honored, rewarding discipline that can change the lives of those who master it. It is difficult and often dangerous to advance one's knowledge of the materials used in alchemical formulas, but continued study and hard work will, in the end, reward the alchemist greatly. Before success can be achieved or even attempted, the beginning alchemist must understand the basic principles behind his craft. Many items in our world, mostly organic in nature, can be broken down into more fundamental essences with magical properties. The more skilled the alchemist, the more of the properties of an ingredient that can be harnessed. Combining the essences of 2 or more ingredients can result in the creation of a potion, which anyone may then drink. Legend has it that a truly great alchemist can brew potions from a single ingredient, a feat well beyond the capabilities of most. The alchemist's potion can have several effects, depending on the ingredients used, and not all effects are beneficial. In many cases, recipes result in a potion with a mix of positive and negative effects. It is up to the alchemist to determine which recipes yield the best result. It is worth noting that the potions can be created to have only negative effects and be used as poisons. This practice is not recommended by the author, and this text shall not discuss such potions further. Wordcraft. Wordcraft is in fact amateur alchemy, eating an ingredient requires... Amateur, by the way. Eating an ingredient requires grinding it against their teeth, which occasionally releases its simplest essence and results in a fleeting effect on the eater. Wetcraft never has as strong a result as a potion created using the proper tools. An alchemist's tools, the mortar and the pestle, is the alchemist's most important and essential tool. Without it, no ingredient can be correctly prepared for use in a potion. The budding alchemist is advised to keep a mortar and pestle on hand at all times, and become comfortable with its use early on. The simple grinding of an ingredient is the most fundamental step in brewing potions. When properly ground, the petals of the redwood flower yield a powder that can, when mixed correctly with another ingredient such as ginseng, create a potion to cure poisons. This is one formula that many alchemists are quick to learn and retain, as mistakes in potion mixing often require its use. The advanced alchemist has other tools at his disposal to improve the quality of his potions. A retort can be employed to purify the mixture, improving the positive effects of a potion. Washing the mixture through an alembic helps to distill the potion, reducing any negative effect, and the calcinator can be used to burn away impurities in the mixture, increasing the potency of all potions' effects. While these apparatus are not necessary to create potions, it is advised that they be used whenever possible. Ingredient combination. A potion is only as good as its ingredients. Only those with identical effects may be combined to make a potion. Up to 4 ingredients may be successfully used in a single potion. As the alchemist gains skill in preparing ingredients, new properties may be discovered and can be used in creating potions. While this can be an exciting time expanding the alchemist's repertoire, he should take care to check carefully which effects his potion will contain when he is done brewing. Many established recipes may have new results, not all of which are beneficial. Huh. Good to know.
What do you want?
Nothing. I'm just reading stuff. This I already read. Supplies and sundries. Terrani, the hunters and I can't keep up with demand in the winter months. There are too many open mouths now. Some of them are wider than others. The town is well funded by Windhelm. I'm going to take Rana up on her offer to hire outside help during the next cold snap. A few extra hands from the guild could mean the difference between eating and hungry bellies. Darzee. And that's it.
Everyone stay calm. We've done all this before.
Matter.
I
Oh.
don't know. Tilrani did keep us all safe for years, but Rana is captain now. We should listen to her, right?
I'm glad you're awake. When Husgard brought you...
Here you are.
I can't believe this. First bandits, now the Covenant. I wish Deadring was here.
Well, I guess it didn't really give me anything, so...
We must make sure everyone's accounted for. No one gets left behind.
Yep.
Everyone stay calm. We've done all this before.
I will go and find those missing villagers now. Somewhere over in this area. Maple. Your inventory is full. Oh god. Well, I guess I have to go back after all. and sell stuff. Finally. I should do that between episodes. Or start doing that anyway.
Times like these, it pays.
Sell. Junk. None. What? Misk. Well, this sell to a merchant for gold. Nice. Materials I won't give away. Apparel. This item sells to merchants for 280% more. I guess I could keep some... Oh, I have a waist. I guess I could keep some light armor, just in case I want to change. I also have a heavy armor girdle. Maple shield. These maple shields I don't need anymore. Weapons. Iron mace I don't need anymore. I have 2 maple bows. This one is terrible. I have a staff. This is a healing staff and this is a frost staff, so I will get both. And I have the 2-handed sword, but I want the 1-handed sword. I want to start using swords. I will keep the starting...
Take a load off. Our banks are the most...
deposit. I want to keep these. I will also keep the light armor and medium armor and magical stuff. Materials, sure. Let's put materials here. Then when we need to grade something, I will come back and... Because those are materials which need these stations anyway, so... So let's equip the iron girdle, 847 armor. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of heavy armor. Which means I get 4 times that effect. And I have 14 out of 16 spots used. So I have plenty of space now. I will keep that in, I won't cut it out. This time. Hi butterfly. I want you. I want the maple wood. Dragon Thorn. Awesome. Got another rune. Awesome. Mundane Rune Harvester. Achievement unlocked. Yay. I'm gonna get all of the gathering achievements at least. Poor rabbit. Boom. Nice. What is this here? Skyshroud Barrow. Oh. How do I get in? Oh, I have to go there. Heavy armor increased to 7. Always good. Always good. Hi. I'm a bit too strong for those now. Hi. Darzee the Hunter, what is this quest? I can't change to it. Lore library. There are so many books. But why is it at 0? Because I have read so many already. The darker paper, the books with the darker paper are actual books. They don't give you skills or anything. Huh. Interesting. Who are you, Darzee the Hunter?
Something has to be done about these undead.
How can I help?
The dead walk at Skyshroud. There's an evil power radiating from within the shrine, but the door is locked. In the Skald's tales, every dragon shrine had a priest. If we could speak with Skyshroud's priest, he could tell us how to get in.
Speak to his spirit, you mean?
If Shore is willing, yes. I brought a bag of incense to burn as an offering. The bone men got me before I could try the ritual. You might have better luck. What do you say?
Give me the bag, I'll see what I can do.
I hope you have better luck at the shrine than I did. Watch yourself in there.
What can you tell me about Skyshroud Barrow?
The barrow has been here for as long as anyone can remember. Legends say a cult of dragon worshippers built it, as well as the shrines like it on the mainland.
And no one has ever tried to get in?
Some folks have, mostly youngsters. Until recently, this place was haunted by dust and the occasional frostbite spider. Now, skeletons rise from their graves. Something has changed.
Okay, goodbye. I will check it out then. I think I need to go down the road to get to it. That subtitle has bugged, seems. Regulus Harvester, nice. Yep, this weapon is too strong for these guys. Back. That is done. Is this it? Yup. Skeletal warrior. $7 gold. There's something. Oh, whoops. Hi. Nice. And I say nice way too much again. Jeez. Sorry about that. I'll try not to say too much anymore. What is that? Rawhide helmet. Medium helmet. Increases this item's armor value by 12%. Iron helm. This item sells to merchants for 280% or more. This guy is sneaky. High skeletal archer. I'm gonna kill ya. Oh, a mage. Came to help. What is that? Homespun's sash light. A boss. Oh. Light armor shoulders. What do they give? Adds 285 maximum stamina. That's useful. Reduces block cost by 2.5%. That's especially useful. And 1000 armor. And they look like that. It is light armor, but it's something at least. Right? Now... Can I read that? No. This rusty urn clearly originates in Cold Harbor. It has been tightly sealed. Your name is burned into the side. Huh. Can I use it? Misk. Quest incense. Use this bag of incense to summon the spirit of a priest at Skyshroud Barrow. How do I use it? It's below. What? Oh, it's down there. Brazier. Let's use it. Hold Rune.
Maggot, you dare summon me?
I need your help, spirit. How can I enter the barrow?
Can you comprehend the power I once had? Why should I help you with anything?
Someone has desecrated your shrine.
Yes, I can sense them. Some worm defiled this place. You are now my will incarnate, mortal. Enter the barrow and kill this worm.
I will. How can I get into the barrow?
You need to ask that. Once everyone knew the ritual. 3 Rune Stones unlock the door. They're placed in prominent positions around the shrine. Find them and put them on their pedestals around the door. Then you'll gain entrance. Now go.
Alright, I will find the guy. And I also know one of the snake shrines' location. That went well. Another Rune Stone here. I got the purple one, Rakuta. Epic Acquirer. That's fine. Whacked him over the head. Heavily. Now let's get back up there. over there, the skeletal archer is in the way. Oh, what? Iron sabatons. More armor, however, the medium ones give me maximum health and... yeah. Well, 200 maximum health isn't a lot. When I have 18,000, so... I guess armor is more useful in this case. Although health recovery seems to increase. By 10. That's another piece of heavy armor. Just need 2 more. Then I have a full set. Hi, boss. It won't hit me that easily, hopefully anymore. But I'm running out of stamina. That's not good. Whew. Snake Rune Stone. This Rune Stone has a stylized symbol of a snake. It does. Next one is over there. Hi. That's done. Hi, cuddling eagle talons. Why didn't it... I guess there is a chance to break. Not... it's not guaranteed. I guess I can also just do that and block them. That works. Spreading its wings. Yep. Increases experience gained from skills by 7%. Nice. There it was again. Oh, I guess the white ones can't be... Yay, level 6. I guess the white ones can't be interrupted like that. I want to... Reduces the stamina cost of your one-hand and sheet abilities by 5% and reduces the cost of blocking by 18%. I want the second point into here. Increases your experience gain with the two-handed skill line. Increases your max stamina by 2% and health recovery by 6%. Max health by 3%. I want this. Max health. Reduces the damage taken, that's also something I want. And alchemy. Herbs and fungi in the world will be easier to see when you're 20 meters or closer. What about heavy armor? Nothing interesting yet. So this I can mutate. I forgot about that. This is trust your weapon with a disciplined precision. Trust your weapon with disciplined precision. New effect also afflicts the enemy with major breach, reducing their spell resistance. You also gain minor resolve, increasing your physical resistance. I want that. Nice, ransack number 1. Low slash, surprise an enemy with a deep plunge. I will take this too. Why not? Right. And I will go again 3-1, 3-1. So one more here. I will be extremely tanky. However, I might be a bit low on stamina. I don't know. We'll see. There is the last one. A whale rune stone. What does the whale rune stone say? Just that. The eagle one had more text than the others. So I have 2 abilities now, and I think I will keep it at that for now. I prefer passives over abilities most of the time. Hello, you two. That was a nice battle. Dodge bug. Dodge bug. And also this Skyshroud. Gained 1 skill point. So those are just skill points I can find. Eel Rune Stone. Whale Rune Stone. Snake Rune Stone. In we go. A lockpick, finally.
I stand once more at the seat of my power. I am a spectre,
A mere shade, forced to watch as a necromancer defiles my body. Kill him!
I will. I just want to loot this place first. Alchemy, discovering traits by Bethesda's lector, Bardus. The method by which an alchemist learns the traits of various reagents is by tasting them. The keyword here is taste. There is no need to consume more than a single portion of a reagent, even if you find it appealing. And based on what the seneschal tells me about your visit to your father's wine cellar, you have already determined that common liquors do not possess alchemical traits even if consumed in quantity. Tasting a reagent will reveal that ingredient's most obvious alchemical trait, but most have secondary and tertiary magical properties as well. Combining reagents and observing the results will reveal these hidden traits, some of which can be quite astonishing. As you experiment, your skill at alchemy will increase, and it will become easier to recognize these traits and combine them effectively. You will also begin to notice that certain classes of reagents feature common or even matching traits. For example, the traits of flowers tend to be beneficial, while those of fungus are often detrimental. As you discovered last Mondas when trying to finish all your homework at the last minute, you consume 9 different kinds of fungus within a few minutes. The resulting projectile regurgitation was most impressive. Huh. I will be there in a moment. Scroll of Banishment. Severin, Ajanis. The vile practice of necromancy is forbidden within the Lion God. You are hereby banished from Covenant domains. You have been remanded to General Serian. He is traveling south on a military campaign. He may use you as an asset in any way he sees fit. May Akatos have mercy on your soul, Lord General Averos. That's familiar.
You'll never defeat the Covenant.
We will. Don't you even worry. What the hell are those? Iron gauntlets of Magicka. Well, I don't need Magicka, but they have better armor than mine. So that's already something.
You have fulfilled your purpose. Well done, Worm.
Wax Harvester. Yay. Random achievements. This bookshelf is empty. I guess I read that too fast or too early. Talk to Darzee the Hunter. Hi.
The undead are gone. What did you do?
I found evidence of a necromancer working with the Covenant.
The Covenant here? Troll's blood, I have to warn the village. I'll head back. See if you can find any of the other villages on the island. We may have to evacuate soon.
Yep, we do. Darzee's shield. 1600 armor, adds 704 maximum stamina, nice. Increase your critical resistance by 240 and this item takes 50% less durability damage. Awesome. Darzee gave you this shield for returning the dead at Skyshroud Barrow to their rest. Well, the shield looks a bit basic. I do like this chainmail I have going on right now, but I still am wearing normal Well, technically they aren't gone, as you can see. And because the server is coming down, I will probably have to leave the next villager for next time. The next villager is fairly far away. But we can explore while we are going there. And attack this wolf. That was simple. Wormwood. Server is coming down for maintenance in 10 minutes. There is another quest here. So I will leave it here for now. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.